Teraz co nowego w świecie, and I warmly welcome Yair Itzhar. It's head of, sorry, it's your title, it's important. It's, oh, can't you? Head of Global Relations at Sheba Medical Center. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for the opportunity to show you what we have done. I don't speak Polish, but from the last slides that you've seen, it seems like we are really talking about more or less the same things, only we're doing it already, okay? And I will show you how it's done, or how we've did it, okay? So thanks again. I'm Yair. As Tomasz was introducing, I'm the head of the international relations at Sheba Medical Center. And I'm going to talk to you today about innovation transformation at Sheba Medical Center. Well, it's a blessing that we are extending the life of people, this lifespan of people around the world. It's going to create a bit of challenges to the health system around the world. What we're talking about in 2030, statistics actually, or forecast actually, talking about 1 of 6 people that can reach the age of 60 and over. 2050, they're going to be double of the amount of people age of 60 and over. That's really creates a bit of a problem to a health system, because the older you become, obviously, the more you require the needs of health systems. Health systems, as they are overstretched already. And by the time that all of us, or our children, will require some sort of medical care, we will find out that it's going to be more difficult as the time goes along to get those medical care as we are accustomed to. Israel was established 75 years ago. It was established in very challenging circumstances, obviously. We have very, very few natural resources. So the idea was to use whatever we have the best, and that's our mind. So we have developed some sort of technological innovation to take us through. What you see on the screen is the saying of our late President Shimon Peres, who actually acknowledged that since the beginning, and he was pushing all the time towards technology, increased technology and science knowledge in Israel. Sheba Medical Center is really a leading force in the global healthcare. In the last 5 years, we are considered one of the 10 best hospitals in the world. This is by Newsweeka magazine. And of course, we got some rewards in some disciplines, as you could see. So for the last 5 years, we're really being on the top of the best hospitals in the world. And we're taking it as a pride. Of course, we are very honored to get it, but we see it as a responsibility as well. Not only as an honor, it's also a responsibility to make sure that healthcare globally is sustained. So our vision, we believe clinical excellence, cutting-edge technology, and cross-sector collaborations are key providing for high quality and sustainable healthcare. I will talk a little bit more about it, but before I carry on, I will tell you a little bit about Sheba Medical Center. Well, it's a state-owned government, basically, government hospital. 10,000 employees, about 2 million clinical visits annually. We have over 1,700 physicians, and the number speaks on itself. It's quite a big hospital with 2,000 beds. Not many hospitals around the world, perhaps except China, that have 2,000 beds in their hospital. However, we believe that the traditional solutions of increasing number of beds, increasing funding and perhaps staff, it's not really the right solution. So we decided to go through technological means, and I will tell you more about it. So we have 6 hospitals and centers in an 800,000 square meter complex at Sheba. It's quite big grounds, so the hospitals are all spread out in the complex. We're basically covering the whole continuum of care, from acute care hospital, children's hospital, rehabilitation, which is quite a different model around than other hospitals around the world, and cardiology and cancer center. As a research powerhouse, 1/3 of the clinical medical researches that are done in Israel, in fact, are done at Sheba. That's how big we are at research. Basically, we have 200 PhD researchers, but we have 1,000 researchers that are working in-house at Sheba. Although we have those resources, we are very good in innovation. We realize that on its own, as I said, the traditional solution will not be able to keep healthcare sustainable. So we realized that we need some sort of ecosystem that will drive healthcare while using innovation to the next era. So ARC was born. ARC, acronym for Accelerate, Redesign, and Collaborate. Accelerate innovation by redesigning healthcare, by collaborating with partnerships. We realized that the only way to achieve was creating an ecosystem that would foster and accelerate innovation. But it's critical to talk about FOH community before I carry on to tell you more about ARC. FOH, Future of Health Community, was created in 2018. The first time we gathered was in 2018 at Sheba Medical Center. We have joined with the American Federation of Hospitals, and at that time there were about 12 members to that Future of Health. Today, 4 years later, or 5 years later, we are a community of 40 leaders in the world organization that are gathering every year. First time, as I said, we met at Sheba. Second time, we met at Ottawa. Then there was COVID, and we met over the Zoom. And then we met at Jerusalem last year. And this year, we're going to meet in October in Boston, and you, of course, welcome to be there. However, what's going to happen on those 2 or 3 days of gathering, these leaders are sitting together on the roundtable sessions and are talking about future of health. How would health would be treated? How would health would be brought into a more sustainable way? And at the end of each such session, or at the end of the day, a report is coming out. Actually, welcome to look at the internet. The reports are globally published. There are 4 reports so far that's been published in the New England Journal of Medicine. You're welcome to look at it. So there are really prominent leaders on that particular report. On the second day, of course, it's an open day. Everybody is coming in and networking, and with networking in order to discuss what's really happened on that particular community. So these are the members at the moment. I think it's not all of them, but most of them. As you can see, they're very prominent people from Amazon, Boston Scientific, really major. I think the Minister of Health of Holland is also part of this member organization. Microsoft is there, Karolinska is there. So I really encourage you to talk to us and become a member of this very, very important group that decides on the future of health worldwide. So now that we set up Now that we set up the FOH, the Future of Health Community, and these are basically the guidelines to what we're doing at the ARC. And the ARC is basically working on 4 principles or 4 pillars that make sure that things are happening in very, very structural way. So we're talking about digital health, we're talking about open and organic innovation, we're talking about international collaboration and innovation structure and infrastructure. I will just touch a little bit about each and every point here. So first of all, digital health. We believe that digital is basically the engine behind pushing sustainable healthcare and innovation. So what we've done, we've created 4 hubs. The hubs actually covering from precision medicine, extended reality, artificial intelligence, medical devices, and remote care. I will touch basically at the end of my speech, I will touch more about how we did things on artificial intelligence and what are we doing on remote care. But each and every hub on its own, it's basically like a production line. Each and every hub has got its own head, it's got its own team, it's got its own budget, and it's got its own milestones. And they're working independently, but also as a group towards new projects, to introduce new projects and innovation by utilizing technologies, utilizing the people that we have at Sheba and people from outside. So what do we mean by open and organic innovation? First of all, startups. We are welcoming at the moment, we're working with 85 to 90 startups at Sheba. These are the members that you see here on the screen, members of the startup. Some of them are within the organization, within Sheba, coming in within Sheba. Some of them are coming from outside Sheba. Very, very important to work with them, each and every one of them. It's a star on its own. Each and every one of them provides some sort of solution in a different discipline. Very important to have also strategic partners. Strategic partners, we're working with them, companies such as MSD, Boston Scientific, Microsoft, each and every one of them has got its own project, and commonly we're doing wonderful things with, together between them and Sheba. When we talk about organic innovation, we're talking about encouraging our people. Sheba people are there, physicians, researchers, even nursing staff, to come with their own ideas, and to create, and we're helping them to create their own startups. In fact, we have what we call innovation champions almost in every department around Sheba. We have 159 different departments, and we have a champion in each and every, oops, I'm sorry. We have some champions in each and every department. The photos that you see is basically physicians and researchers that are working at Sheba, coming with ideas, gone through some sort of what we call school of entrepreneurship. We have the latest school of entrepreneurship, the latest class of entrepreneurship was considered up to 30 people. 15 of them coming from overseas, from places like Germany, South Africa, the United States, Canada, some of them from Africa. They together, it's an 8-week program. First week they are studying at Sheba. They're doing 1 complete week at Sheba. For the next six weeks, they are going through some classes over the Zoom. And the last week, they're going to the States for 1 week at the States to look or to learn at the medical system, the American medical system. They are learned how to pitch in front of, remember, these are doctors, these are researchers, they're not business people. They are basically taught how to pitch to investors and actually learn the basics things around running a business. So this is basically the map of the open organic and the open startups. The people you see, the companies you see on top are basically coming all out of Sheba. Okay, the bottom are startups that are coming outside Sheba, and those are for Medex and TV Arcs are companies that are coming from basically coming from two accelerators that we're working with. International cooperation, very important. Those are some of the companies that we are collaborating with. And of course, the fourth pillar is infrastructure. It's very important to provide them with data, those startups, to provide them that working with us, to provide them with data, to provide them with networking. Every year we're doing networking in June, and it's quite important to have together last year, or not last year, actually in June, we had 1,200 people came to Tel Aviv. We gathered, all of them are members of our ARC and people that wishes to learn how to run innovation in a medical center. But not least important is funding. Sheba Medical Center actually makes sure that we have funding. Although we are a government hospital, we got a special permission from the government to run three funds. One of them is pre-seed, the other one is seed, and the other one is Run A. It's very important to provide the funding for the startups. This is one of the most important things that they require, basically. So these are the results of the ARC activities that we were doing in the last 5 years. We're talking about 82 startups company. I think it's more now. $3.6 billion was the total worth of our companies. $852 million total raised by our companies. And the numbers actually speaks for themselves. The next stage is how to copy ARC in different places in the world. So what we do, Chicago, Ottawa, London, New Jersey, Manama in Bahrain, and Melbourne are the next one that we are, in fact, working on ARCs. However, our resources are limited. So what we have done, we have went into a tender, and we decided that Deloitte will be the one that will take over the global transformation from ARC, and in case, because we get more than 40 or 50 requests to copy ARC in different places in the world, we cannot do it on our own, and Deloitte is about to help us to do that. I'm just going to show you the, do I just have to press the?
We had some problems yesterday. Mission. We are changing the landscape of the future of health everywhere. It is not just our endeavor, it is a global journey.
We began this journey to create an innovative approach to health. ARC brings the top clinicians, startups, academic institutions, the world's best hospitals, and forward-thinking industry partners, all working together to transform the future of health. And it is working. We have built a unique platform with the world's most cutting-edge technologies, innovative health delivery models, and most importantly, our cookbook that enables us to transform our health systems around our patients' needs, as well as drive economic growth for our communities.
Transformation starts from within. ARC fosters a culture of innovation and entrepreneurship, enabling our top clinicians and scientists to change the world. ARC is working with the world's best startups to make sure they are on target with what the health sector demands and allow them to accelerate for large-scale implementation. ARC is building a community of forward-thinking health organizations from around the world, all working together to lead the much-needed transformation. We create added value through collaborations. ARC is an engine of growth for the economy, working with healthcare systems, cities, and governments around the globe.
Together, we can and will change the future of healthcare.
ARC is on a mission, accelerating innovation to redesign health through collaborations around the world and beyond.
I think I'm running out of time. Am I correct? We've got some. Few more minutes. Okay, so I'll carry on. One of the spin-offs of the ARC is basically our virtual hospital, Sheba Beyond. Okay, this is the activities that we're doing. At the moment, it's operating for the last 2 years, and we have already thousands of people coming and getting services out of Sheba Beyond. This came out of COVID situation. We could not touch people, so we decided to use technology in order to service or to provide services to patients. Today, we provide services in all these disciplines. It's quite an extensive services, from rehabilitation through internal medicine, oncology, obgyn. One of the examples of the usage of our virtual is in the Ukraine. A year and a half ago, as you know, the war started, and we decided to send, I think Israel was the only country that decided to have an operating field hospital in the Ukraine. So we organized it around very close to Lvov, or Lviv. And one of the aspects, we treated 6,000 patients throughout the 2 weeks that we were there. There were about 85 people that went over there. And suddenly a lady comes in, a pregnant lady, and she says that she doesn't feel a baby anymore. So we are introducing, I think we can show you a short video, how an Israeli gynecologist is looking at her problem, okay, while she's in the Ukraine, and by this particular device that's connected, this is Itzhar, our gynecologist, Dr. Itzhar. While looking through this instrument, is actually examining her and telling her that everything is fine. This is one of there were 2 births at 2 weeks that we were there. Of course, we do also, we help the Palestinian authorities in providing them with some sort of nutrition for the children. A little bit about AI. I will not go through all of the AI, but I will just tell you about ADOC, okay? A short story about ADOC. ADOC is a company that came out from Sheba, okay? There were 2 officers that came out of the Israeli intelligence army. They finished their service and they came out to Sheba and they offered their help. Their mission in the Israeli army, in the IDF, was to decipher satellite photos that were taken in different time zones. And they were supposed to decipher if there were any work that was done on the ground in order to find any changes underground. You could understand why we did that. Okay. Obviously, they came to Sheba and we told them that, look, we do not have satellite photos, but we do have city photos. Here, take 300,000 city photos or city scans and work on them. And they just put their algorithm there. 2 years later, they came up with a solution that today is used in 1,400 hospitals around the world. Okay. The idea is to identify a stroke before it really happens. That's the idea. You're welcome to look through Google. The name of the company, ADOC, came out of Sheba, and we are very, very proud of them. Another company is ASAP. They're doing a real-time monitoring, a real-time report on problems, on cardiological problems. It allows people in the internal medicine department, not cardiologists, in the internal medicine department, to have a real report about a person that comes out with either short of breath or some sort of chest pain or whatever the reason is that shows or indicates that he has a problem with his heart. Okay, I have many others. I don't think I have the time to carry on, but you're welcome to talk to me, and I will tell you a little bit more about our journey with Mayo Clinics, where we have some sort of information that's coming out today from 3 continents, from 3 hospitals, Mayo Clinic, Sheba, and Albert Einstein from Brazil. we joined forces, and basically the information in a data lake, in a huge data lake, that can be used for researchers and can be used for many, many other analytical situations. I think I will stop here. I've got many, many more to talk to you about, but I invite you to talk to me. I will introduce you and come and become a member of our ARC in order to create some global health revolution. Thank you very much.